26 February 2022. Morning Murli. Shanti. BapDada. Madhuban. Sweet children, every day at Amrit Vela, light the incense stick of knowledge and yoga, and the evil spirits of vices will run away. Question: which one mystic allows all the many evil spirits to enter you? Answer: when you forget that you are a soul, you let many evil spirits enter you. The evil spirit of body consciousness is the biggest evil spirit of all. All the others come following after it. Therefore, make as much effort as possible to remain soul conscious. Song: people of day are in darkness. Shanti. The father sits here and explains this song to you children. Devoted say to God, God, come and grant our eyes a vision of you. You children are now sitting personally in front of the Father, and your eyes have found God. He himself comes and tells you how to attain God. That is, he gives you this knowledge. He explains to you through this body. All of your souls are also now playing your parts through your bodies. No one can play a part without a body. It is souls that play parts through bodies. Many different names are given to the bodies. The soul is the same. The soul himself says that the Father explains how it is the soul that takes 84 births. The soul says, I shed a body and take another one. The body would not say this. Your children now know that you are souls and not bodies. Baba comes and makes us soul conscious. It is the soul that does everything through this body. The soul in the body says, I walk and move around with this body. I, a soul, became a judge or a lawyer, etc. This soul says, I am studying Raj Yoga through this body. I will then go and wear the costume of a king or queen. You are now being made soul conscious. To become body conscious is the number one mistake, which then leads to other mystics. That is called the evil spirit of body consciousness. There are definitely 5 vices in human beings. Incense sticks are lit to chase away evil spirit. The incense sticks used against the evil spirits of the 5 vices are knowledge and yoga. They don't go away that quickly. You are put in a furnace because those 5 vices are very old enemies. The Father says, children, it has been half a cycle since the kingdom of Ravan began, since those evil spirits entered you. People of Bharat burn an effigy of Ravan because they truly believe him to be their enemy. He was burnt once, and this is why the system has continued. You gain victory at this time over those 5 vices. Ravan was killed for half the cycle. Children ask Baba, when does he become alive again? He becomes alive again after half a cycle. He will rule his kingdom. People say that they want the kingdom of Ram, means God. So, whose kingdom is it now? It is the kingdom of Ravan, is it not? In the golden age, there won't be the kingdom of Ravan. It will be the kingdom of Ram there. Acha, who were the king and queen before the kingdom of Ram? No one knows this. They chant the name of Ram and have thereby taken him so high and put Krishna's below him. It is as though they don't know the golden age. You can write in the exhibition, the 5 evil spirits have entered every human being. Only when you stay in a furnace for a minimum of 7 days will all those evil spirits go away. They need the incense sticks of knowledge and yoga. You cannot receive liberation or liberation in life without them. Only the one surgeon has the injection of knowledge and yoga. We souls are now receiving this knowledge. We souls understand that Baba is explaining to us. In no other language would anyone say that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is teaching you. God Himself is incorporeal, and so His children are also incorporeal. The incorporeal one is giving knowledge to the corporeal children through this corporeal one. You know this very well. However, while moving along, some children forget this. The first and foremost reason for forgetting is the evil spirit of body consciousness. Effort has to be made at Amrit Vela to chase it away. At Amrit Vela, you can have a very good remembrance of Baba. It is said, experience happiness by remembering God at every moment. The system is to remember Him at Amrit Vela. Even devotees remember God at Amrit Vela. Oh, my mind, remember the name of Ram early in the morning. The soul tells the intellect to remember Ram. On the path of devotion, they simply make up such a slogans. That is not the reality. They don't understand that lust is an evil spirit. You can write that there are the 5 vices in everyone. The first number is body consciousness. The second greatest enemy is lust. In earlier days, they used to teach you in school that you are a soul and that your body is made up of the 5 elements, that souls are imperishable and bodies are perishable. Now they don't teach that anymore. Your children are now given the full introduction. You would definitely call the president, and the prime minister, the prime minister. The acts of each are specific to himself or herself. In the same way, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and the Trimurti act in their own specific way. Shiv is called the purifier. He makes impure ones pure through Brahma. This is his duty. Shiv is the highest on high. Shivbaba never enters the cycle of birth and death, but he serves through Brahma. Shivbaba is ever pure. Brahma and Vishnu enter the cycle of birth and rebirth. Shivbaba is Karan Karavan heart. At this time, Baba is planting the sampling of the sweet tree. Those who have been converted to other religions will all emerge. No one who is new can understand this explanation. No one is able to attain liberation or liberation in life without staying in a furnace for 7 days. You make so much effort to remove the evil spirits. When one's intellect is pure, the nectar of knowledge can be retained in it. Your children can understand that you truly do forget to remember Baba. By becoming body conscious a great deal, your love is drawn towards friends and relatives. Let no one have the evil spirits of attachment. Baba had so many children. There is no question of attachment. You know that souls never die. People are afraid of dying. Souls, however, are imperishable. The Supreme Soul is imperishable. He doesn't enter into the cycle of birth and death. Baba says, I take this body on loan. This one has a lot of benefit by my staying in him. His lifespan increases and he becomes beautiful. I end all his weaknesses and make him completely new again. Baba is the bestower of happiness. This one studies yoga because of me, and thus is why he becomes healthy. To insult someone or to become angry is to have a devilish nature. There are no results, etc. in the golden age. The name itself is so first class, heaven, vacant, paradise. It is said Bharat became paradise 3000 years before Christ. According to this calculation, it has now been 5000 years. This true knowledge and the true story of the true Narayan are so easy. We are now listening to the true story of Raj Yoga in order to change from ordinary humans into Narayan means deities. The things of here will then go on to the path of devotion. It is a wonder that the people of Bharat do not know that Lakshmi and Narayan were Radhe and Krishna. Therefore, we continue to make these pictures so that people can understand. The centers of your children continue to increase. Many people want to open a center. You should find out how many people want to study this. There have to be students in a school. First, there would be 2 or 4, and then more would come. Temples and religious places continue to open on every street. Seeing others go there, many more than also go. It has to be a place that is worthy of being opened as a center. There isn't anything wrong in opening a center, but because of vice, there are many obstacles. You just relate the Gita. However, there have been battles from the beginning because of the vice. The belief that they won't be able to get a glass of poison if they come here. The history of Meera is based on this. There are many Kumaris and Kumars who remain celibate from birth. No one says anything to them. You were insulted in the previous cycle too. This has to be happen. Some make a promise for purity and are then defeated. This is a lottery of cycle after cycle. It is seen that to whatever extent you claim your inheritance, you will continue to do the same every cycle. Sometimes because their desires aren't fulfilled, they create upheaval out of anger. They cause many difficulties. They even beat others, and then, when they understand this latter, they ask for forgiveness. You have to uplift even those who defame you. They would be told, okay, make effort again. It is better to uplift those who have defamed you. You have to be merciful. The first effort is to become soul conscious. When you are body conscious, you forget the Father and you then continue to make mistakes. Each of you can be known from your behavior. Let only jewels, not stones, always emerge from your lips. Previously, stones used to emerge. Now, let jewels emerge. Your name is Roop and Basant. Baba too is Roop and Basant. He is the ocean of knowledge, and his form is shown as an oval image of light. But he is a star. They have kept a big image so that they can worship him. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point. First of all, make effort to become soul conscious. Never become body conscious. Become merciful and uplift those who defame you. Second point. In order to chase away the evil spirits, make special effort to stay in remembrance at Amrit Vela. Become Baba's helpers in planting the sampling of the sweet tree. Blessing. May you finish any royal form of consciousness of Maya by having an attitude of unlimited disinterest and become detached and loving. Explanation. According to the closeness of time, you must reveal your attitude of unlimited disinterest in the atmosphere of the present time. The meaning of an accurate attitude of disinterest means to be just as loving as you are detached in your relationships and connections. Those who are loving and detached are humble instruments. They cannot have any ego of the consciousness of mind. At present, royal forms of the consciousness of mind have increased. They would say, "This is my work, this is my place. I have received all of these facilities according to my fortune. So now finish these royal forms of the consciousness of mind." Slogan. In order to be free from any influence of thinking about others, have pure and positive thoughts for yourselves and others. Om Shanti. Invaluable virgins of Mateshwariji. A little world of our Brahmin clan. Song. Look at this little world of mine. This song has been sung at some time because it is only at this confluence age that we have a small world in our Brahmin clan. Which family of ours is it? It is shown number wise. We are the grandchildren of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Shiv. We are the mouth-born children of Brahma and Saraswati, and Vishnu and Shankar are our uncles. All of us are brothers and sisters. This is our little world. There are no other relationships. At this time, there would only be this many relationships. Look, our relationship is with such a big authority. Our grandpapa is Shiv, and his name is so great. He is the saint of the whole human world. Because he is benevolent to all souls, he is called the innocent Lord who brings victory. Shiv, the deity of all deities, the great deity. He is the remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness for the whole world. We receive a huge right of happiness, peace, and purity from him. In this peace, there are no karmic accounts of any bondage of karma. However, both of these things are based on purity. Until you claim the full inheritance of the Father's sustenance and receive the Father's certificate, you cannot claim that inheritance. Look, Brahma had such a huge task. He makes dirty, impure, and unclean souls who have the five vices into flowers. He receives as the return of this alokik task the first number, Sri Krishna's status. Now look how many relationships you have with that Father. So you should be so carefree and happy. Now let each one of you ask your heart, do I belong to him completely? Acha. Om Shanti.